One of the easiest ways to drive yourself absolutely insane is to focus on the day-to-day fluctuations on the scale. In this video, I'm going to teach you the right and wrong ways to track your body weight and what works for me and my online coaching clients. Before we get into it, let's talk about what most people do. I get DMs from people constantly who are frustrated with their lack of progress on their weight loss journey. One of the first questions that I ask them is, how often are you weighing yourself? They'll usually say something like this: I weigh in every Friday. Let me break this down for you. On a daily basis, your weight can fluctuate anywhere from 2 to 5 pounds. These daily fluctuations have absolutely nothing to do with fat loss. Fluid retention, glycogen levels, bowel movements, these are what makes up the daily fluctuations. So getting obsessed over that number just doesn't make sense. And it's actually an easy way to drive yourself crazy and eventually end up quitting or giving up. So now that we know what not to do, what do we do instead? Weigh yourself daily or not at all. If you're gonna choose to weigh yourself daily, which is what I recommend for people, what I suggest that you do is keep a little note section on your phone or keep a spreadsheet with all of your weights recorded in one place. At the end of each week, add all of those numbers up, divide it by 7, and take an average. What you're gonna do is you're gonna compare your averages from week 1 to week 2 to week 3 to week 4 and so on. And what you should see is that it starts to trend down. Now, don't obsess about how fast this is happening, because some weeks you're gonna be losing more, some weeks you're gonna be losing less, but as long as you see that trend going down, even if it's a quarter pound, a half a pound, or a pound, that's still progress. Oftentimes people will adjust their calories way too soon because they are not using these weekly averages. They're going off one day of data. Imagine if a multi-billion-dollar company like Starbucks made decisions from a business perspective based on one day of sales per week. Kind of dumb, right? So take these weekly averages and I think it'll help you out a lot. Now, if you can't control your emotions around the scale, what I recommend is don't weigh yourself at all. Use other methods of gauging your progress. Are your clothes fitting better? Are your measurements trending down? Are your progress photos changing? Fat loss is a slow process, and if you think fat loss is a slow process, you should try building muscle sometime. Alright, that's it for today's video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and more information about coaching with me one-on-one down below in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video.